Hello everyone, I am Amir Abul. I am your English teacher in Sanabil Al Khair Schools. Welcome again in the second semester. Today we have our new reading lesson in the fifth unit, and also we have some objectives to achieve inshallah, which are learn new vocabulary words, read the lesson correctly, and understand the main ideas. So let's move together to our lesson, which is Dolphins and Myth. Let's start reading and see what is this lesson. Dolphins and Myth. The sense of kinship between humans and dolphins goes back thousands of years. Citizens of ancient Crete honored dolphins as gods, while the Greeks kept a special sanctuary for what they considered to be the dolphin god. The Maori of the South Pacific regarded dolphins as messengers. These and other early cultures celebrated the divine features they saw in dolphins. Dolphins are no longer elevated to the status of gods, but to many people, they are humans of the sea, wise, shrewd, and very intelligent. Some aquariums and marine parks contribute to this view by promoting their dolphins as personalities. Films, television, and science fiction novels do the same thing. To feed our appetite for this connection, stories about breakthroughs in dolphin communication have often been exaggerated by the media. So these two paragraphs talks about what the ancient cultures considered the dolphins. As we can see here, the citizens of ancient Crete honored dolphins as gods. They were thinking that dolphins are gods. Greeks kept a special sanctuary for the dolphin god. And the Maori of the South Pacific regarded dolphins as messengers. Now, we have some questions that we will answer them through reading the lesson. So let's continue reading. To be fair, more than one scientist has reported as communication a dolphin's mimicking of some English phrases, something a parrot can do. But despite continuing efforts, researchers have been unable to have conversations with dolphins or determine whether they do indeed have their own spoken language. Although some interspecies communication does exist, it is more related to what occurs between you and the family dog than to the exchanges you would have with your friends. Now, let's look for the first question that we have here. Are dolphins super intelligent? Let's see. The brains of dolphins vary in size from one species to another, but all are fairly large. Yet, brain size reveals little about the nature of extent of intelligence. Let's see the second question. What dolphins use their brains for? Let's continue reading and see the answer here. So, what do dolphins use their brains for? Some researchers have suggested that big brains may be needed for sonar and sound processing or for the demands of social living. But these explanations have been called into question. Others have argued that dolphins' level of intelligence is somewhere between that of a dog and a chimpanzee. The answer is we don't know. And it may be unfair to make comparisons. Just as human intelligence suits human needs, dolphin intelligence is perfect for the dolphin's way of life. Until we know more, we can say only that is different. So here the second question says that dolphins are somehow intelligent, but they are intelligent in the level that make them live. Okay, let's see the third question. What do we know about dolphins? Here, that question asks us what do we know about dolphins, and the book answered that with some stories about dolphins. So let's continue reading. What do we know about dolphins? Dolphin research, which is just a few decades old, has caused much excitement. Some behavior studies have helped verify certain ancient accounts. Although Aristotle recorded that fishermen in Eastern Mediterranean Sea could identify dolphins by the necks in their fins, generations of humans, including scientists, dismissed it as fable. But Aristotle, who was the first to recognize that dolphins were air-breathing mammals and not fish, seemed to have known what he was talking about. So, the first paragraph here is talking about Aristotle's thoughts about dolphins. Let's continue. The same is true of the 19th century Australian whalers at Twofold Bay. Whalers came to know individual orcas by the name. Hunting in packs, the orcas would help whalers by chasing a humpback whale, then grabbing its flippers while the whalers made the kill. As the big humpback was towed to shore, the orcas, fond of eating large whales, took only the lips and tongue, leaving the rest of the carcass for the whalers to render for oil. This close and mutually beneficial association between humans and orcas lasted for several decades until the 1920s. So, here this paragraph talks about how dolphins helped people in hunting whales. Let's continue reading. Today, research into life among wild dolphins reveals that they are curious and apparently sociable. They sometimes even allow people to touch them and swim with them. Ancient Roman stories about boys riding dolphins are likely to be true. In recent years, children as well as adults have ridden dolphins along the shores of the United States, Ireland, France, Spain, Yugoslavia, Australia, and Great Britain. Dolphins have also been known to support drowning swimmers and nudge them to shore. However, there are several documented cases of dolphins pushing people away from safety and putting them or holding them underwater. Now, no wild dolphins is known to have killed a person, yet dolphins are strong, independent animals that must be respected at all times. Here, this paragraph tells us about some stories in our recent time. Rather than striving to give these fascinating sociable mammals human status or confining them to the realm of the divine, we should appreciate that the ways of dolphins are uniquely their own. So, after we finished reading. I hope you could use the new vocabulary that we took in this lesson, and I hope you have to practice reading. Thank you for today. Inshallah, we will meet you in another class.